Exam Queen here, and I am in my camper, and I may be the baby is sleeping, so I don't know if I'm trying not to be too loud. But I wanted to come live on YouTube because I've been going live a lot inside the Facebook group. If you are not in our Facebook group, what are you doing? Get in there. So inside, if you go to Facebook, you type Insurance Exam Queen, you will see that we have an Insurance Exam Queen study group. And I often go live in there and answer questions and talk to you all. And I'm better about going live inside the Facebook group than I am going live on YouTube. And I realized I should come live on the YouTube channel tonight because I haven't in a hot minute. So if you're not in the Facebook group, get in there. It's amazing. It's an incredible place for support. And I was writing there today. So I'm in my camper because I've decided to seclude myself in the woods, although I do have the baby and I'm 10 minutes from home, to write state approved content. So as you guys know, like right now, Insurance Exam Queen is supplemental. You still, if you're in a state that requires pre-licensing, you still have to get, ExamFX, Kaplan, 80 Banker, Excel. You have to get one of those courses, and they're not good. So then you still have to buy my videos, which are going to help you out so that you can learn and understand the material and actually pass the exam. And I want to make it so that you can just be me from the beginning, that you can just get my stuff from the very beginning. But we only have like our videos. We don't have course text or anything. So I've secluded myself to just sit and to write. And I will tell you, it's a little bit wild because I've been finding that teaching is different than writing. So like when I teach whole life insurance, I immediately start with a picture. I'm like, this represents a whole life policy. And on this side of the graph is insurance. And on this side of the graph is cash value, and I begin to explain it, and I'm like, how the heck do I explain this without using a graph or a picture? And it's been stretching my mind, and I landed on the most perfect, amazing way. And then I was really excited about what I was writing today. So I'm writing life and health first. We're going to get state approved so that you guys don't have to buy all those other crappy companies that don't have good materials in them. So I've secluded myself in the camper to go ahead and write, and I have just been all day long writing, all day long writing, all day long writing. So yeah, I just wanted to come and tell you guys that on YouTube, that we are working hard to get the state approved content out there. So send me all the loves and all the vibes to get all this writing done, to get our courses submitted for approval, and to just finally make it happen. Right? All right, you guys are dropping some comments. You guys are way more, well, Facebook is pretty commenty too, but I can't see them as quite as well. Mel Star, hey Melissa, hi. Beautiful. Kima, yeah, I need extra help because I failed my PC exam today for California. Can you help me? I failed my test. And then a few of you, I failed my test, failed my test, failed my test. Okay, so yes, if you can, the very best thing that I can do to help you is the videos where I teach all of the most common, most tested topics, which is the Gold Class Series videos. And they're available for purchase on my website. You can watch them on repeat. You have 100 days access to the videos. They're $97 to get all the most common, most tested topics. It's better than one-on-one tutoring with me because you get 34 hours of me instead of 1 hour with me, right? I don't even do one-on-one tutoring. I'm too busy writing right now. But anyway, that's the best thing. Now, we actually just rolled out something even more amazing, which is the Platinum package, which gives you the gold videos. It also gives you extra practice questions and quizzes if you want them. It also gives you a state law document, so laws, specific laws that are meant exactly for your state, which we didn't have until recently. And then it also now includes the ability to talk to a teacher and a tutor all day long while you're studying. So we have a lot of instructors available to support you. And when you join the Platinum package, you'll be able to join a Telegram group where you can ask questions and get support and get feedback. And in fact, we've had a bunch of people join the Platinum, and the first 2 people to take their tests since joining have passed the very first time. So that's super exciting. And the Platinum is only available, is only for sale for $297. I used to actually sell it for $597, and it didn't even have the state law or the quizzes. It just had the ability to talk with me. So now we've reduced the price. We've made it more accessible. We've added more value into that bundle, and it's available for purchase for $297. Now, if you already have gold at $97 and you want to upgrade, you can absolutely do that. There's already a coupon inside your Gold Class Series package. But let's say you already bought the state law document and you bought gold, so now you've spent $97 and $27. We can apply all of that to the price of Platinum. So anything that you've already purchased, we will give you a coupon that will allow you to upgrade to platinum for just the price difference. You just have to email us, support@insuranceexamqueen.com, and emailing us is the best way to get support, and also inside the Facebook group. That's going to be the very best way to get support. Albert, congrats on the growth. Thank you. Hello, Melissa. Let me look through the comments. So yeah, the very best way I can help you: take gold, watch the gold series videos, get the platinum so you can have the gold and talk to a teacher throughout the day. That's incredibly helpful, because one of the advice that I gave to one of the women who asked for help today, because she's a Spanish speaker, but she's trying to take the exam in English. And so English is not her first language. It's difficult for her. But she's watching all my videos. She feels like she's learning all of it, but she can't pass the exam. And I told her, I said, all you're learning is inside your head. Like, are you talking about this with anybody? Are you engaging in conversations with anybody about the insurance? Like, are you using your voice to talk about this and not just cramming knowledge into your head? You know, she's got to sort it out, because she speaks one language, is listening to another language, and she has to be able to talk it out. So the platinum is a perfect place for her to be able to talk it out, ask questions. And so platinum is super, super cool. You can post, you can just ask questions in there. How do I study in there? You can post your score sheet. We'll give you score sheet reviews. You can just you could share a picture of a quiz question that you're handling and saying, help me with this. Like, we provide so much support. In fact, sometimes I have materials that I've made that I have not put out available for sale or anywhere else, and you'll get backstage passes to materials that I've created. So like, I looked at her score sheet today and she was really low in PNC basics. I happen to have an audio file that I, like way back in the day when I first started, I was doing custom study packages for people. And I created an audio file where I basically described every part of the PNC basics, and I would say like a word and I would repeat a definition. We've never done anything with our audio file. It was used one time for one person. I was like, you know what? That's in my drive. I can send that to you. So when you're part of Platinum, you just get to be part of this. Oh, and we're teaching 2 to 3 live classes a week. As Platinum, you get to attend any live classes that we have going on. You don't have to pay an additional price to be able to join them. So that's the best way. So let me see. Your material is amazing. I'm glad I found you. Yes, I passed my PE exam because of you. Thank you. Thank you. If I upgrade, will I still only have 100 days? So actually, if you bought gold, let's say you bought gold 10 days ago and you upgrade into platinum, you have a new 100 days. Like, it actually starts your thing new. Your site says it cost $150 for gold. So Albert, we have $97 gold. We have $137 gold plus quizzes and exam bundle. So if you want to bundle the quizzes and exam with the gold, that's $137. If you are studying the adjuster's exam, that gold plus adjusting is $159, because that also includes videos from Angela. So Angela has a price for her videos, and that's what it is. But regular $97 gold for life and health, property and casualty. And then there's, again, a few different options. If you want the quiz and exam bundle, you can buy that. If you need the adjusting, you would have to get that. But again, the platinum $297 just gives you everything. I bought the silver and wanted to know what additional info is in the gold package. So silver is designed as like a quick review. Well, bronze is like the quickest. So like, we have $27 bronze, which is like an 8-hour review of the most testaments. It might be a little bit longer for life and health, but it's a quick review. Like, so imagine I have a homeowners class, right? I could teach homeowners in 1 hour. That's what you get in bronze. I can teach homeowners in 2 hours. That's what you get in silver. I can teach homeowners in a 4-hour class. That's what you get in gold. So like, silver is like a medium review of the material, where gold is like full-blown teaching. So like, if you're like, I'm still not getting it, it's not quite making sense, I'm not getting a pass on the exam, gold will go more into depth. We also have student notes that match the videos inside of the gold class series package. So like, these beautiful notes, I mean, they're incredible. And they match the videos. So not only do you have the class, but then you have this visual PDF document that you can print off and study, and that helps you with passing the exam. Also inside the gold, it comes with a couple of questions after each video, so you can like sync it in. And so the gold is definitely the best you can get for the price of $297. But if you want to talk to a teacher all day long while you're studying, that's the platinum package. That's the $297 one. Girl, taking my life and health on Monday and I'm freaking out. So Lily, the big thing about taking the exam is like not freaking out, and Jackie not freaking out. So when you the we are not taught this, but like our energy really really matters. How you feel when you study and how you feel when you go to take the test matters just as much, if not more, than what you actually studied, right? So if I sit down to study and I'm nervous, I'm freaking out, I'm feeling overwhelmed, I'm not going to learn the material I need to learn. How you do the thing is just as important as what you're doing. But if I go into studying and I'm excited to study, I'm excited to learn, I'm feeling really happy about my new career opportunity, I will actually do better when I take the exam than if I'm worried or overwhelmed about taking the exam. So how you feel when you're studying and how you feel when you go to take the test really really matters. So this is where you could just fake it, like it, and it's like it because like placebos actually work. So placebo is like you know, like they did this study one time. They had like 10 people who all needed a knee surgery, and they took all 10 people, and on 5 of them they actually performed the surgery. On the other 5 they didn't. They only cut their knee so it looked like they had surgery. All 10 people came out and had improvement, every single one of them, whether they had the surgery or didn't have the surgery. What this tells us is that if you think you had the surgery, the placebo, if you think you had it, it works, right? So if you think that you're going to do well on the exam, you do well on the exam. So this is where when you're studying, you go, I'm learning everything I need to learn. I am studying everything I need to study. I am all the knowledge I need is inside my brain. So it's like the power, like a Mel started, the power of positive thoughts. It's amazing. Yes. So then if you also go into the exam with, I'm going to pass, I've got this, I learned what I needed to learn, I know what I need to know, and even if I don't, I can guess correctly. I'm going to guess correctly on the exam. I'm such a good guesser. Like if you were just to tell yourself that, it puts you in a better energy, and then you go to take the exam, and then it's just so much better. So I actually have 2 audio meditations. If you go to on the YouTube channel, there's a playlist called Mindset, and there's 2 audios that you can listen to. One you listen to right before you study the exam, and then the other one you listen to right before you take the test on the exam. There's also a new one I made in a boot camp a while ago called Getting Pumped to Pass. That's another audio that you can listen to right before you take the exam, and it just helps you feel good about going to take the exam. It helps to eliminate the anxiety, the worry, and the overwhelm and the frustration. Because again, if you try to study while you're freaking out, you're not going to study very much. But if you study while you feel good about studying, you're going to learn a lot. So it really matters that you set the tone as to how you feel when you head on into your studies. Nuva, I paid for the gold and wasn't able to use it. Can you just email us what's going on? Support@insuranceexamqueen.com. Sean, so if you have silver and you want to upgrade to gold, if you go into silver course, it's either at the end or the beginning. There will be a place where it says ready for more, and you can upgrade to gold and only pay the price difference. So if you already paid 57 for the silver, you can upgrade to the gold for just $40 more. That'll give you the total $97 gold class series package. Victoria, how can I get you to tutor me one-on-one? The gold. So I don't personally meet on Zoom anymore. There's just not enough of me to be able to meet on Zoom, and because of like how big we're building the company, if I were to stop and take time to tutor one single person, the amount of money I would have to charge you to make it worth the time of me building the company instead is quite a bit. So it's just not worth one-on-one tutoring anymore. But I put all of the things you need to know inside of the Gold Class Series package. So if you watch those videos and you take the notes as I tell you to take, you're going to learn what you need to learn to be able to pass the exam. It comes with a 90% first-time pass rate. So we've done surveys where we ask people, have you taken the exam before? Have you passed? Or have you, obviously, if they buy in gold, they failed, right? Or they haven't taken it yet. Whether people did take the exam before and failed, or they hadn't yet taken it, every person came out with a 90% first-time pass. So the gold is the best. And if you go to our Google review page, if you go to Insurance Exam Queen Google reviews, We have a 5-star rating, and everyone just says, get the gold, get the gold, get the gold. The gold is the best. The best thing is helping me out. Lily, I can only afford bronze and I'm scoring about 70, 88 on the practice test. Do you think that would be enough? When you say 75 to 88, is that 75 to 88%? Or is that total points and you need 105 points? Tell me if that's a percent or points. Because if that's a percent, okay, if it's a percent, then that's more than enough. You only need 70% to pass. So if you're scoring above 70%, that's a very good sign. Now, one thing I would caution you though on is, I don't know who you're with, Excel, ExamFX, Kaplan, 80 Banker, when you say practice test, like whose practice tests are you taking? Because knowing and understand the practice test doesn't actually mean you're ready to pass the exam. But I don't, okay, so ExamFX, their questions are not very much aligned to the actual state exam. And I don't say this to scare you, but just if you have studied the question, like if you've taken the practice test so many times that all you're doing is memorize, you've just memorized the answers because you've taken so many times, you've seen them so many times, that's not very good indicator that you're ready to pass. But if you haven't taken the test a ton of times, but when you do take it, you get the 70 or the 88, then that's a good sign. If you have the guarantee exam on ExamFX, or I think they're calling it the readiness exam now, if you're only allowed to take that one twice, and if you can score anywhere at a high 65 on the guarantee or the readiness exam, then you're in a really good spot. The simulator exam is the one where people will generally score 75, 80%, but it's not anything like the actual state exam. And so it freaks them out because they go to take the state exam and they're like, they didn't even feel like they studied for the same thing. But this is where studying the material is far more important than taking practice exams. So if you've studied bronze and you're taking notes on bronze, and then I would say you're in a very, very good spot. But don't rely on practice tests to be the indicator if you're ready. I have met so many people who never passed a practice test because most of these companies don't have good questions and they still were able to pass the state exam. So there's all kinds of evidence that whether you do or don't study very well, you can do well on the actual exam. Mora, I legit can't pass my exam. I just did my second life and health and made it 52. My first exam was a 53. So I had ExamFX 2 and feel like I don't know anything. So if you can, please get my gold class series package, Maura. That's going to help you out so much. And if you can't get it, and also Lily, you said you can only afford bronze. If you go to the website and you go to resources, we have, Mariah, thank you. If you go to resources, there are free study notes. Those are freaking amazing. Those are the things I actually have written up to this point. And so you can, there's a 13-page document on explaining homeowners. Like, read that. That's going to, I mean, some of you are taking life and health, but the notes are incredibly powerful. Also, yes, perfect. Also, you can play Kahoot games under the resources tab. That's like kind of like practice questions, and those can help you out. Let's see. Albert, I passed public adjusters, went to take the IA exam next. Should I get, I don't know what the IA exam is when you say that. I know property, casualty, life, and health. Any other exam other than that, I don't know what it is. Mariah, yes, mine is life and health. Yes. Okay. Ashley, do you have any videos on commercial? The best videos we have for commercial are inside the gold class series package. But in most states, other than Alabama, you don't have to be super strong in commercial. So, but we do have really good videos for commercial inside the gold class series package, and that's available for purchase on the website at insuranceexamqueen.com. Alexis, hey Melissa, I emailed to receive the discount so that I can reinvest in the gold. I just emailed yesterday and would love to proceed. Okay, perfect. I will make sure that I check with the customer service team. We usually answer emails that we receive during the day by 5 p.m. and we get all the emails answered. So I'll double check. Make sure, again, support at insuranceexamqueen.com. Independent adjuster. Oh, okay. So, if you're doing the adjuster's exam, you want to get the gold adjusting, which is $159. Yes. Because again, that includes videos from Angela, and we have to pay Angela for her videos too. The adjuster's exam includes property and casualty and adjusting content. I don't know adjusting content, but Angela does. So we created a gold plus adjusting, and that's available for $159. Mariah, I'm in Texas and I feel like it's so much info. So actually, Texas is actually one of the easier exams, and people who use gold will pass with not like 88% in Texas when they use the gold. I work in Medicare. Yeah, so you need to do the health exam. Okay, the baby just made some noises, so she may be waking up. Oh, so you're moving. So yes, so that's the very best 97. If you want to talk to a teacher all day and attend live classes and get your state law documents, you can join platinum for 97. If you are about gold or bronze or whatever and you want to upgrade to platinum, just email us support@insuranceexamqueen.com and we will help you out. And I am in my camper working so hard to create state approved content so that we can be the number one best solution for all of you. So if you guys could send me some love and vibes to get all the writings done, to get the course approved, to get all the approvals going through, because we have to literally go to every single state and say, this is the course that we created. Please approve us. Tay, she says the gold helped. Great investment. Yes, perfect. All right. So I am sending you guys so much love, so much vibes to pass the exam. Join the Facebook group, get the gold class series package, and trust yourself and listen to the about to test audio motivations. Those are extremely helpful. So I love you all guys so much. All the loves, all the vibes, pass the exam. You guys have an amazing day or night. It's night.